In the hilly landscape of Kasenda Sub-county, Kabarole District, residents descend on dusty footpaths with jerrycans in hand, heading to Ruigo Crater Lake. Before the water comes into view, the stench carried on the breeze welcomes you. Then you see it. A blanket of green algae stretches across the lake's surface. The water is still, thick and green. Once a fishing spot, Lake Ruigo is lifeless. The locals say the fish vanished years ago.
We are facing a serious water crisis. The water suddenly became unfit for human use. We have been calling out to the authorities for 2 years now, but honestly, we haven't received the help we are hoping for.
Some people are even migrating, vacating the place just because of this dirty water. And you know, a place without water, really, people can't live. Water is a necessity.
The residents use this water to cook, drink, bathe and wash their clothes. They sieve the water in a cotton cloth before they use it. However, sieving only removes leaves and soil. The water remains green like grass grows in it.
Maybe the environment and maybe the agriculture officers will tell us whether we no longer need greens. Because even if you don't put green, you don't have greens, you use this water, you cook food, it becomes green. And there is no option for having another water. This is the water they use.
Bright Agava's stomach is distended and he blames it on the Bilharzia he contracted from the lake in his teenage years.
I was diagnosed with Bilharzia at 15, and now at 22, I'm still using the same unsafe water due to lack of alternatives. My 2 children also rely on this lake, and they are now facing the same health issues.
Bilharzia is a neglected tropical disease prevalent in communities near water bodies. The disease is caused by parasitic flatworms that live in freshwater snails. Infection occurs when the larvae of the parasites penetrate the human skin through contact with infested water.
At the hospital, we often see children passing blood and some with swollen stomachs. Tests confirmed our water is infested with Bilharzia worms.
Bilharzia is a sanitation-related disease. So literally it requires an action of somebody to indiscriminately defecate in the open. Because literally it needs the eggs from an infected person to get into contact with water.
Medical studies have linked Bilharzia with stunting and cognitive defects. Medics say by the time an individual is diagnosed with the disease, he or she will have manifested significant symptoms.
They will begin to have frequent and consistently stomach pains. They will go and buy Panadol, and then it will subside for a while. But of course, it will not treat it. The disease will continue, so it will be on and off. In most cases, such individuals do have complications of the liver system, and in most cases you find they have extended stomachs, which is normally noticed in advanced stage.
As it happens with several other neglected tropical diseases, many doctors fail to identify Bilharzia in its early stages. This has led to delayed and incorrect treatment, which in the long run harms the patients. In most cases, these individuals are diagnosed with dysentery or severe diarrhea.
The eggs that come out of these Bilharzia adult worms are in such a way that as they pass through the digestive system, the eggs are able to cause a lot of damages to the veins. An individual that will go to either ease him or herself will eventually begin to pass bloody stool.
In 2019, the national prevalence of Bilharzia across Uganda stood at 25.6%. Annette Asasira, the councillor representing Kasenda Sub-county in the district local government, says the Ministry of Health used to give the residents Bilharzia tablets at intervals. However, they no longer receive the medication.
When you go to the district, they tell you that the water coverage in the district, they will tell you that we are in 98. But if you go down in the village, you will look for the 98 coverage of water, you will not see it.
Richard Rabuhinga, the LC5 chairperson for Kabarole District, confirms that the district still has water-stressed areas, even as the central and local governments are devising means of improving water coverage.
But also in 2018, we launched what we call the District Wash Master Plan. As I speak now, at least Kasenda, from zero, it is now around 65% of water coverage, which is something worth celebrating. True, my heart goes for the 35% that are not yet served. They pick water from crater lakes, some of them. These crater lakes are infested with Bilharzia, and therefore it is something we are addressing squarely.
In the interim, the Health Ministry has been providing treatment on an annual basis. The drug is donated to the government by the World Health Organization to treat children of school-going age from 6 to 15 years. Due to missed diagnosis, the cost of treating Bilharzia symptoms such as anemia, swollen stomach, and liver complications is very high for the affected families. Recent statistics show that about 12 million Ugandans are at risk of contracting Bilharzia, while an estimated 4 to 5 million are currently infected with the disease. Betty Mudondo, NTV.